Sifting through advice and suggestions, where are you getting your suggestions, information, and advice from? Don't listen to dumb advice. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. You know, the world is filled with all kinds of people and all kinds of opinions and all kinds of advice. And for that reason, I'm very, very selective in who I even listen to. And for me, I don't listen to everyone because a lot of what people say, in my opinion, is not worth listening to. So before I will listen to someone, I have to say to myself, does this person have credibility in my mind? And are they worth listening to as far as their suggestions and their advice? You know, I'm a very fair person and I try to be a very, very good listener with most people. But there are some people that I do not listen to because, well, they have a history of spewing garbage, of spewing inaccuracies, of spewing misinformation. And so they've lost their credibility. And when someone loses their credibility, it's sort of like the boy who cries wolf. Even if they were going to probably say something true, at that point, I may not listen to them. And so it just depends. But I don't listen to everyone. I listen to people who are worthy to be listened to. And so for me, you know, I find that other people can influence us with their choices, their decisions, their suggestions, their advice. And so when it comes to advice, I'm even more selective about who I listen to, because advice can come from a lot of different people in a lot of different forms and in a lot of different shapes and sizes. And there's probably more misinformation and poor, bad advice than there is great advice. Sometimes there's good advice, but there's even a big difference between good advice and great advice, and I like great advice. And so I do listen. I do listen to many people, but they are informed people, people who have credibility in what they're saying. Because I don't want to have to sift through something that someone's saying and decide, is this part credible or is this part not credible? Because that makes it very challenging to believe anything that they're going to say. And so I like to hear credible input, credible information, credible suggestions, credible advice, and then make up my own mind whether it is applicable in my life or not. And so not all advice, not all suggestions is credible, and not all is great advice or great suggestions. So I think it's important to take a look at where you're getting your ideas, your suggestions from, your advice from, and to sift through it to make sure that it's right for who you are. From my house to yours, may God bless you, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.